So you sent over some links about this Young Pioneer magazine. And I got to say, the name alone, right? The magazine from Rwanda,
I agree.
making waves globally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely worth a deep dive.
Well, you know, what I find really captivating is how quickly this publication gained traction. Like,
Yeah.
we're talking about going from just a personal project to an internationally recognized brand in just a few months.
Yeah, you're right. That's what really caught my eye, too. I even saw that a finance professor at Boston University stumbled upon it, and he's sharing it with his students. So what's the secret sauce here? How did they manage to get so big so fast?
Well, it all goes back to this guy, Mihigo E.R. Anaja. Back in May 2021, he was learning magazine design, and he just created the first issue as a personal project. But then by December of that same year, Young Pioneer magazine was, well, a recognized name.
Wow, that's incredible. From a design experiment to a global phenomenon all in a year. So who is this Mihigo guy? He must be quite the character to pull this off.
He's definitely an achiever, that's for sure. He actually refers to himself as the author of Time and Legacy. And, you know, when you look at what he's accomplished, it's hard to disagree. He's written 9 books, developed over 200 computer programs, and he even maintains a website, a newsletter, a podcast, and a YouTube channel.
Hold on. Did you say 200 computer programs? That's more programs than I have apps on my phone. Is this guy all about quantity, or are we talking, actual quality here? What can we learn from his approach?
That's a good question. I mean, we don't have all the details about every single program, but, that level of output, it definitely suggests a relentless work ethic and the ability to learn and adapt quickly. I think there's a lesson there for all of us. You don't necessarily have to limit yourself to one specific niche. Exploring different interests, I think, can actually make you more well-rounded and successful.
That's a really great point. It's easy to get caught up in the pressure of specializing these days. But Mihigo's story seems to suggest that breadth can be just as valuable as depth. So how does this multi-talented individual tie back into Young Pioneer magazine? What's the magazine all about?
Well, the magazine's mission is to highlight achievers from all walks of life, giving them a platform to share their stories and inspire others. It aligns perfectly with, Mihigo's own multifaceted journey.
Okay, I'm starting to see the connection here. But, there are a ton of publications out there that profile successful people. What makes Young Pioneer magazine stand out? What's the unique angle?
One key difference, I think, is the focus on personal branding, particularly for a younger, more globally connected audience. They actually highlight the benefits of being featured in the magazine, things like gaining exposure to a global audience, building a strong personal brand, and networking with other high achievers. It's almost like a masterclass in self-promotion, but with, a genuine focus on empowering individuals.
So it's not just about showcasing success, for the sake of vanity. It's about strategically using your story to open doors and build connections.
Yeah.
And ultimately reach your full potential.
Exactly. And it's especially relevant today in our current world,
Right.
where having a strong online presence and a well-defined personal brand can make all the difference in your career trajectory.
It reminds me of when I was first starting out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Trying to figure out how to, get my work seen.
Yeah.
Building a personal brand, can feel kind of daunting. But platforms like this magazine, they seem to offer a kind of roadmap. And it's really cool to see them championing that,
Yeah.
for their audience.
Yeah.
It's like they're saying, hey, you've got a story too, and it deserves to be heard. Speaking of stories, they're currently looking for applicants for their next issue. So if someone out there is listening and they're feeling inspired and thinking, hey, maybe that could be me, what advice would you give them? What makes a strong application?
Well, from what I've seen, I think the key is to really showcase what makes you a pioneer in your own right. Think about the challenges that you've faced, the milestones that you've achieved, and the lessons you've learned along the way. What makes your journey unique, and what insights can you offer that might resonate with other people?
So it's not just a list of accomplishments,
Yes.
but a narrative that highlights your growth, your resilience, and the impact you've made, in your field.
Exactly. And don't forget, authenticity is crucial. Be genuine, let your passion shine through, and don't be afraid to show your personality.
That's good advice for, I think, anyone, really, whether they're applying for a magazine feature or just, navigating their career.
Yeah.
But before we get, too caught up in application tips, we can't forget about the bigger picture here. Owl Reflections, the parent company behind Young Pioneer magazine, they seem to be doing a lot more than just publishing.
Oh, yeah. Owl Reflections is really fascinating. You can think of it as a kind of digital hub or ecosystem for entrepreneurship, creativity, and personal growth. They offer all sorts of resources, including free e-learning courses, job opportunities, digital arts collectives, even technology training programs. It's like they've created a one-stop shop for anyone who's looking to level up their skills and connect with a really vibrant online community.
Free e-learning
Yeah.
in this economy. Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more about these resources. Like, what kind of courses are we talking about?
They've got a really wide range of topics, everything from digital marketing and web development to personal branding and creative writing. It's a real treasure trove of valuable information. And the fact that it's freely accessible is really a testament to their mission, I think,
Oh,
of empowering individuals, no matter, their background or financial resources.
that's amazing. It really aligns with the magazine's ethos of providing opportunities for growth and development. It's like they're saying, here are the tools, the knowledge, and the platform. Now go out there and make something incredible happen.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's not just about, individual empowerment either. Think about the broader impact this can have. By providing access to education and resources, they're helping to bridge the skills gap, foster innovation, and create a more equitable and inclusive digital landscape.
You've touched on something really important there. This isn't just about feel-good stories. It's about creating tangible opportunities that can uplift communities and drive positive change.
Exactly. And, it makes you wonder, this guy Mexico, he's achieved so much. But what's driving him? Is it purely personal ambition, or is there something, a deeper purpose at play here?
It's a great question. I mean, 200 programs. That's not just about building a resume. That's a statement. It's like he's trying to prove something, not just to the world, but maybe even to himself.
Maybe it's about demonstrating that limitations are self-imposed.
Yeah.
That with enough passion and dedication, you can achieve anything you set your mind to, no matter where you come from or what resources you have at your disposal.
That's a powerful message, and one that I think resonates, deeply with the magazine's target audience. This idea that you can create your own opportunities, build your own platform, and define your own success on your own terms.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And by sharing his own journey and providing these resources through All Reflections. He's not just, inspiring others. He's actively equipping them with the tools and knowledge.
Yeah.
To follow in his footsteps.
So for our listener out there, as we delve deeper into this world, let's think about what lessons we can apply to our own lives. What's the one thing you've always wanted to pursue, but maybe felt held back by? Self-doubt or perceived lack of resources.
Yeah. What if, like Mexico, you embrace that pioneer spirit and just went for it? Remember, every journey starts with a single step, and sometimes the biggest obstacle is just overcoming that initial inertia.
And think about what your personal Our Reflections would look like.
Yeah.
What resources or support systems do you need to make those dreams a reality?
It's an interesting thought experiment.
It is. And as we continue our deep dive into this world, keep those questions in mind. Who knows? Maybe we'll uncover even more insights that can help us on our own journeys. As we've been exploring all this stuff about Our Reflections and Young Pioneer magazine, I've been kind of thinking about how the lines between personal ambition and a desire to give back, they seem to blur. It's like Mexico's drive to achieve. It's all mixed up with this mission of empowering others.
Yeah, it's a fascinating dynamic. It really is. It suggests that success isn't like a zero-sum game. By lifting others up, you create this rising tide that lifts everyone, including yourself.
Right, and it challenges that traditional narrative. I'm a lone entrepreneur, grinding it out in isolation. This feels so much more collaborative, more community-driven.
Absolutely. It aligns with, this broader shift that we're seeing towards a more collaborative and purpose-driven approach to work and entrepreneurship. People are looking for something more than just a paycheck these days. They want to feel like they're making a difference, contributing to something bigger than themselves.
Yeah. And that brings us back to Young Pioneer magazine. Beyond, the individual stories of success. What's the bigger picture impact of this publication? What kind of change are they trying to create in the world?
Well, I think if we, connect this back to what we were just talking about with Our Reflections, the magazine acts as this powerful amplifier for these ideas. It showcases these tangible examples of individuals who are breaking down barriers,
Yeah.
innovating and creating positive change in their communities. It's like a blueprint for a new generation of leaders.
So it's not just about inspiration. It's about providing a roadmap for action.
Exactly. It's about normalizing success, especially for those who might not see themselves represented in traditional media or who come from, underrepresented backgrounds. It's about showing what's possible when you combine passion, talent, and a willingness to push boundaries.
It's like they're rewriting the narrative of what success looks like and who gets to achieve it.
Exactly. And by doing so, they're inspiring, a whole new generation of young people to dream bigger, aim higher, and create a future that's more inclusive, more innovative, and more equitable.
And speaking of, rewriting narratives.
Yeah.
Remember that that challenge we posed earlier?
About envisioning yourself as a contributor to Young Pioneer magazine.
Yeah.
I hope you've had some time to think about that.
Yes. What would your headline be? What story would you want to tell the world?
Don't be shy. It's not about, bragging or anything. It's about recognizing your own unique journey and the impact you've made, even in small ways. Sharing your story, it could inspire someone else to take that leap of faith, pursue their passion, or just, believe in themselves a little more.
And that's what's so powerful about this whole ecosystem, that Our Reflections and Young Pioneer magazine have created. It's about fostering a sense of possibility, empowerment, collective growth. It's about reminding us that we all have a story to tell and that our stories, they have the power to shape the world around us.
And, even if you don't end up on the pages of Young Pioneer magazine, that act of, reflecting on your journey, identifying your achievements, and articulating your message, I think it's a valuable exercise in itself. It can help you, clarify your goals, boost your confidence, and maybe even spark some new ideas or directions for your life.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, let's take that inspiration and put it into action.
Explore those links down in the show notes. Check out Our Reflections and Young Pioneer magazine and see what resonates with you.
Maybe you'll find a new resource. Connect with a like-minded community, or just, be inspired to take that next step towards achieving your own goals.
And remember, you are a pioneer too. Embrace your journey, celebrate your achievements, and keep striving to make your mark on the world.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.